Hello boys and girls, and happy Friday. Today we finally get to finish reading The Glum Princess. We've been reading it for 3 days. Before we start reading, we're going to go over some of the words that are going to be in our story so that we are ready to read our story. Okay, so let's start. Remember, if our word is underlined in red, that means it's a memory word. We can't sound it out. We just have to remember what the word is. Like, to, for. Those are our memory words. Let's go over them one more time. Like, to, for. The rest of these words we're going to be able to sound out using our blending skills. Okay, boys and girls, let's get going. Huff, huff, puff. Those words sound like they kind of go together. Huff, puff. When you huff and puff, you breathe really hard. You blow, you huff and you puff. Kind of like the Big Bad Wolf, if you've ever read The Big Bad Wolf and the Three Little Pigs. Let's keep reading. Daffodil. Daffodil. A daffodil is a kind of flower. Usually they're yellow. Remember, there's that QU that we've learned about. That's the first time in our story that we've seen the QU together. The QU, remember, make the qu sound like queen and quarter. All right? Quick, quick. Kick. Drag on. Dragon. Dragon. Okay, let's read the words a couple more times and then we can read our story. Like, to, for, huff, huff, puff, daffodil, daffodil, quick, quick, kick, dragon, dragon. Now I'm going to point all over the place, okay? Quick, quick. Like, huff, puff, daffodil, to, dragon, for, kick, like, puff, daffodil, kick, dragon, for, two. Alrighty. So the past 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, we read the first 2 parts or the first 2 acts of a skit, which is kind of like a play that the Superkids were all putting on together. Remember, the name of our skit is called The Glum Princess. Glum meaning another word for sad. In the first act, we saw the king and the queen, and they were sad because their daughter, the princess, felt glum. She had all these gifts and toys, but she was still sad. On Thursday, when we read Act 2, the king and queen had a pet contest and wanted to cheer up the princess with the pet contest. So, do you remember what pets there were at the pet contest? If you don't remember, go ahead and look back in your story. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Oswald brought a kangaroo. Lily and Tack brought twin pigs. And Tuck brought a cricket. But, I remember the princess didn't really like any of those animals, did she? She was being, like the queen said yesterday, a bit difficult. She found something wrong with every single animal that people brought. So let's look at page 17. This is the beginning of Act 3, the last part of our play. Let's point to the title. It's in red letters. Act 3, Daffodil the Dragon. Oh my goodness, there's going to be a dragon in our story. I want you to think, what do you know about dragons? Well, let's start here. Are dragons real, boys and girls? No, they're make-believe characters, or make-believe animals, I should say. So sometimes they breathe fire, sometimes they can fly, and usually they can be pretty big. Do you think a dragon would make a good pet? I know my mom sure wouldn't like me to have a dragon in her house. But we'll just have to wait and find out. So let's see. I want you to pause the video now and read the end of the story with mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, or brother and sister, all right? And then when you're done reading, you can unpause the story and you can listen to me read the story, all right? Go ahead and pause and get started. Okay, so you should have read Act 3, Daffodil the Dragon. So we've got Hot Rod. It looks like he's maybe dressed up as the Dragon Keeper. I see he has a key. It looks like the dragon's got a little chain around him and some dragon snacks in a bucket. And hey, isn't that Golly? It looks like Golly is pretending to be Daffodil the Dragon. Let's read. Daffodil is not a bad dragon. I bet the princess will like Daffodil. Do you think the princess will like Daffodil? I want you to think, make a prediction. What do you think? Do you think the princess will like Daffodil? Or do you think the princess will just send Daffodil away like all the other pets? The Dragon Keeper says, "Sit still, Daffodil. A dragon must not act up in the castle. A dragon must not huff and puff. A dragon must let the princess pet him." The dragon says, "Huff, puff." The Dragon Keeper says a dragon must not act up. Act up is another way of saying misbehave or be naughty. So the Dragon Keeper is reminding the dragon to behave himself at the castle. Icky says, "Will the king and queen let a dragon in the castle?" The queen says, "A dragon is a bad pet." The king says, "A dragon will kick the castle to bits. Quick, get rid of that dragon." The princess says, "No, stop." I see that the king and queen want to get rid of the dragon because they think that the dragon will make a big mess of the castle. But the princess says, "No, stop." I think that maybe the princess wants to keep the dragon as a pet. Maybe that's why she stopped the king from making the dragon leave. Let's read and find out. The princess says, "I like the dragon. I picked Daffodil for a pet." Icky says, "The dragon wins." At last, the princess grins. The end. Now let's think. On the last page, when the princess says, "No, stop," I predicted that the reason she said stop was because she might want to keep the dragon as a pet. When I read the last page, I realized that I had predicted correctly. She did want to keep the dragon as a pet. And in the end, the dragon as a pet cheered her up, it made her happy. And the king and queen were happy because the princess was happy. Alrighty. So boys and girls, what I'm going to have you do now is, just like how we usually do when we read our story, you and your mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, whoever is helping you out at home, are going to, let me find it, you're going to look at you're going to go to an audio that I'm going to share on the parent portal, And it's going to give you some directions, and you're going to have to flip back through the story and underline some words and circle some words, maybe draw some X's on characters just like we always do. And then you're also going to do page 21 where you're going to circle pictures that match the sentences. All right, so that's what you're going to do. And then I'm also going to give you, just like what I did on Wednesday, I'm going to give you another journal prompt that you can write in your journal. It gives you something to write about today. This says, if you had a dragon, what would it be like? I want you to write 2 or 3 sentences to tell me, if you had a dragon, what would it be like? So you might write, now you can't write what I write, but this might help you get thinking. If I had a dragon, I think I would name my dragon Harold. My dragon would be purple, and my dragon would be able to fly up in the sky. I told you about my dragon, now it's your turn. You get to tell me about your dragon, and when you're done writing, make sure you draw a picture, remember? Good writers add details in their writing, and good drawers, good artists, add details in their pictures too. Have a great Friday, boys and girls. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.